We got a lot to get to, so I'm gonna get it started, guys. We want to start with
Yeah,
Ahmad
I feel like
Arbery.
I feel like we should start with that before we get into the interview.
Yeah, get into yeah,
Yeah.
because we got some funnies for y'all today, but we want to get the serious shit out the way, of course. Um, so as a lot of y'all know, last like this week, I guess not
Yeah,
really last
It was
week, but
it
it
actually
happened.
happened like 2 months ago.
yeah, it
Yeah,
happened.
but
Yeah, but it just
yeah, but
came.
it just
Yeah.
hit the news cycle within the past 10 days. So
Yeah.
and we didn't get a chance to talk about it last week because it was still very very new. But so basically, if y'all haven't heard yet, somewhere in Georgia, it was a dude. He was taking a run, and that's all he was doing. And then he was basically hunted down by these two white racist uh motherfucker. I don't even know how to describe them. Basically, it was a lynching. It was a lynching in 2020, and that's the most simple way I can put it. And it was fucked up, and I just I just I can't believe this shit. Like, I mean, obviously I can because I know the world we live in, but like that man was really minding his business, not doing anything. He was just trying to get a run in, and like I didn't know like running while black was illegal. You know what I mean? Like niggas
Yeah.
can't even run through the neighborhood no more without having to keep their head on the swivel. Like you shouldn't have to do that. Like the way they pulled up on him was just like it was premeditated. Well, I'm sure it was premeditated,
Yeah.
but
I
it's
guess
just
it's just,
crazy.
I guess it's just that time of the year because we've seen the other bull who got killed by the cops. We've
Yeah.
seen all this shit like this happening, and it's just I guess it's just that time of the year where it happens,
All
and
right.
it's like sad to say that it's that time of the year, but like as a black man, like I just know like it's gonna get there at one point in the year where like just blacks are just gonna get killed off like this, like snap, 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 like that, and it just sucks to be a part of that, and it sucks that like even on Mother's Day, like that's we talked about this before, like that you have to like worry about your sons and just being out there
Yeah.
just jogging, and like they trying to put that narrative out that he wasn't a good person, like he apparently like went in like broke into like some construction site or something like that, and that's why they gunned him down or something. I don't know, but they were trying to.
Whatever rhetoric they're spewing, it does not justify the fact that a young man lost his life while doing nothing wrong. They couldn't prove any wrongdoing. It was no evidence that he did anything wrong. It was purely speculation and assumption. That's
Yeah,
it. They saw a black man in the neighborhood, didn't think he belonged, so they took assault weapons and killed this man. They held him down, tried to jump him, shot him. Um,
shot him
they
again. He was good. If
shot
you
him.
really look at, if you look, I don't know if you've seen probably seen the
I
video,
saw I saw the video, bro. Yeah,
but
it looked
like
like he was holding
no,
his own a little bit,
yeah, he was.
and then they
So
they shot him.
so just that like he was about to fight off the son, I guess, and his I guess or the dad, I guess, and his son shot him in the back, I guess.
Yeah. And it says the reports say that the two men. I'm not gonna say their names because fuck them. Um, the two men had some sort of connection to law enforcement, which brings me to kind of a bigger point. Like you can't blame us as black men or as a black race in general if we don't have the most faith in the law in the legal system. Like the shit be happening too much. Like I feel like it's almost like steered towards killing us off or kind of trying to get us into the prison systems and everything like that. Um, and it's nothing you could say to me that would make me believe any different.
Yeah,
I feel like everyone feels that way, honestly, because I mean, cops in general, like, yeah, the most that you hear about are predominantly after like the black community, but they do go after everyone, and that's why a lot of people, like, I know a lot of white people, like myself included, that I don't trust the cops like as much as I probably should, like I don't honestly feel fully safer with them because you never know what they're going to try and pull with you.
The job description of a police officer is to protect and serve. And
Yeah.
honestly, they don't be doing a lot of protecting and serving, and that's just how I feel. Like I've never personally had a run in with the cops allegedly, but but I just see too much for me to like be able to put my trust in them. Like I'm not going to stop and beat at a cop or say hello. Like no, like I don't trust you, my nigga. You got a gun on
really,
your hip
and if you
that
really
you willing to discharge.
And if you really think about it, cops are just us, but with like a couple months of training, for real.
And
Yeah.
Like they have the same decisions making as us. Like if they see someone shady like walking, they're gonna think through the same thought process as we do. Probably even more than us because they're cops and like they're seen in a bad light.
I feel like a lot of cops be like they like people who never really felt like secure. A lot of them. I'm not saying all of them because obviously it's good people, but it's always good people that do bad jobs, I guess. But like I feel like it's people who at some point in life they felt insecure, they felt like they didn't have power. So the quickest way to like get some kind of power or some kind of one up on people is to become a cop. And I don't think those are the kind of people we need doing that job because obviously like that's the kind of job that kind of tells you to keep a level head, like all that. They just as scared as you are is bullshit, bro. Like you should be approaching the situation like ready to diffuse it if it is even a situation. Like, but I feel like they act first and think later. It's fucked up. um it happens too often. Like I've even seen like I don't know why, but I seen like I was at work this summer and I usually sit by the window at lunch and like I literally saw some cops beating up some dude on in the middle of Market Street. Like I'm like, what the hell did he do, bro? Like
And he
I'm
needs to
sure
get
he wasn't armed.
yeah.
He
That needs
was
to get
like,
beat up.
yeah, he was like so on Market Street there's like a lot of homeless people that stay by the train station or whatever. And I assumed that he was one of them and like he was just getting beat up for no reason. And it was like, first of all, it was SEPTA cops. Bullshit ass SEPTA cops, bro. Like you don't even do shit for real. Like you got a gun to protect the transit, my nigga? Like what's going on, bro? Like
No, there was it's funny that you brought that up because there was a video going around, I think late last week or early this week about a guy at the Coles right down the street from us here
mhm.
in like Havertown. There was two cops beating up this one guy like in all the stores are closed and everything. So it's like what did he actually do? Like why are you guys just beating the shit out of him? And like me and Nolan were watching it. We were just like literally what the fuck is going on? Like we were trying not to like I don't know, overly judge it, but at the same time, it's like I don't. We both agreed that it doesn't matter what this guy did. You don't have to sit there and profusely beat him, like by punching him, like using your elbows, putting like your knee on him. Like you don't have to be doing
Yeah.
all that shit. If you have to arrest him, then put your knee on his back. If you have to, if he's not like cooperating, handcuff him, put him in the car, and that's it. Like you don't need to be doing all this extra shit.
It's definitely ways of
Cause
restrainment
yeah,
that you don't have to like use a lot of force. And
exactly.
also I have a problem with the way the media has been covering that covers all these situations, especially specifically black members of mainstream media um that want to want to play contrarian and play the other side because I guess it get them clicks and views. I don't know why they do that, but
It's like they
they
actually like Republicans though. Like they actually believe that like Trump's like looking out for them and like got their
but
best.
that's not even a thing. Like it's not. I don't. When in times like this, I don't care about your politics. I really don't. I don't give a fuck what you believe in. If you on the left or you on the right or dead smack in the middle. Times like this, it's about right and wrong. And what happened was wrong. and it's no way that you should be able to try and downplay the victim because you assume that he was doing something wrong. This man was never proven to be a robber. All we know about him is that he's somebody's son, somebody's brother that got killed in cold blood for no reason. That's all we know. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, because
specifically, sorry to cut you off, but specifically
no, you're
people
good.
like Jason Whitlock and Candace Owens, they continually do this shit. Like I saw Jason Whitlock. If y'all don't know who he is, he like some fat ass sports commentator. You know what I'm saying? My man LeVar Ball said all he know about is snacks, which I agree with. Um, LeBron tweeted out in his support of Ahmad and everything like that, and he basically tried to downplay LeBron and call him like a Twitter activist. But if you know anything about what LeBron do off the court, he's far from just a Twitter activist. He put his money where his mouth is. He speaks on these social injustices that happen all the time. Like he opened a school for the underprivileged black youth. Like he do this shit for real. And for you to dismiss him as that is disrespectful not only to him but to a whole community of people in which you're supposed to represent. As a black person, you have a responsibility to uphold and uplift your community, bro. You don't tear it down constantly. You know what I'm saying? I want to know how it feels to sell your soul for a seat at that table that you really not welcomed at.
No,
I really want to know, like all that shucking and jiving he do for these Fox people. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. Like it's putting money in your pocket, but at what cost? Like, do you really believe this? Or are you compromising your morals for a couple dollars?
that's a completely different topic, though.
It's a completely different. I went on a tangent, and
No,
I know you had the tweet from Candace Owens. What did she say?
she says, "Hold up, let me hold up. I said this to you earlier. She really said some bullshit. She said, hold up. She just went on a whole rant. Like I don't even know who chick was.
She
talking about.
she's a Fox News commentator, bro. I don't.
He
Anybody
said something like things can't be true at once. Ahmad didn't deserve to die, and Ahmad was not a jogger gunned down for the crime of being black. It's that simple. The media cannot resist the race narrative in their elections. Like basically, she's trying to say that people are trying to like make this a race thing so that Trump won't win the election. Basically,
it's 100% a race thing. And she also said, "I will not be a slave to democratic race narrative. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. I will not pretend to live in a society where blacks are hunted to satisfy the mainstream media masters. I do not seek approval. I seek freedom." First of all, bitch, you wrong because black people are hunted. It's facts. That shit's been happening. I could go back to fucking slavery, but I'm not going to go there. Look at Rodney King. He wasn't really doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Look at how they did.
But listen. They would try to like make the narrative that like, oh, like their past, like, oh, they fucked up in the past, so like this is like brought on them, like it's okay, basically, like what happened to them.
It's not okay. It's not okay.
We can't. And she said this about Brown. She said, last season, she added Brown. She's like, who will never be what Kobe and Jordan were off the court because he lacks intellect, bro. You have multiple homes, white professional chefs, gardeners, and housekeepers. If that's the example of literally being hunted by white people, then sign me up as soon as possible.
Whoa. First of all,
hold on. So since LeBron was one of the people able to like get out of the hood and make something for himself, he's not being hunted anymore. He's not like people who talk down on him every single day. This man made a school. This man gives $1,000. It was cared to Jordan, who's fucking putting money into jails and like saying Republicans buy shoes too. So I'm not going to speak against something. Like, come on now. Like, that's fucked up. Like, I don't even know who chick is. So,
bro, listen. This narrative that they trying to put on LeBron is not true. The fact that they said he will never be what Jordan and Kobe is off the court shows that she doesn't pay attention. Kobe, as far rest in peace, you know what I'm saying? Kobe was a great dude, but Kobe never seen Kobe involve himself in social issues, which is cool. So I don't even know why she brought him in there. But as far as Michael Jordan never spoke out. He don't have to do that. But he did say Republicans buy shoes too, which shows where his priorities were. It's once again, that's all right. But you're not going to downplay him by comparing him to two people that that's done that hasn't done nearly the amount that he has. When you refer to LeBron James in the social arena, you put him in the category with Muhammad Ali and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, or you shut the fuck up. Period.
I feel you.
Like we not gonna do this. And as far as black men being hunted, it's a fact. It's not rhetoric. You don't have to politicize it.
It might not be like how she's stating how like people like getting gunned down, but like there's different ways to like try to bring you down and all that.
It's a system. There's definitely a system in place that whites benefit from that hinders minorities, but we're not gonna get into that. Shit. You could even say OJ was hunted. I mean, however you may feel about OJ, you could say he was hunted.
I don't know about that one. You reached.
But listen. No, I didn't. Because OJ, if you think he did it, cool. I think OJ personally did it, but he got off. That second charge that he caught was some bullshit. They just wanted OJ for the murder that they couldn't get him on. That's all I'm saying.
That's a bad example because
because that's just because of how people feel about OJ. But they wanted OJ ass.
Yeah, definitely. But I think we touched there. We'll let Kayla get into the next one. Well, I'll get into the next one, then Kayla can talk more about it. I think we touched everywhere we need to touch before this turns into a political podcast.
Yeah, this not what we wanted to do, but I feel like sometimes it's not a political podcast, but sometimes when certain things happen, you can't ignore it. You know what I'm saying? You got to speak on it, and you gotta share your thoughts, because I feel like things like this should not go unnoticed. They should be spoken about the right way on as many platforms as possible, especially when you got people like the ones we just talked about trying to change the narrative of it and everything like that.